Ground rent is an important wealth capturing tool in modern society and a driving force behind inequality. In today's society, we often see situations where two individuals of equal competence have unequal outcomes in terms of wealth. And how can that be when the individuals are equally gifted? Therefore, today's video will answer that question by looking at ground rent and Ricardo's law of rent. To begin with, consider a newly opened frontier with unclaimed free land. There are different grades of land available, but homesteading a piece of the best land and working it with your bare hands yields a $4 return on your labor. There's plenty of land available for everyone who wants some, and there is no reason to take more than you can actually work. As time goes on, more settlers arrive and start working the free land. There is still plenty of grade 1 land available, so no one will pay you for yours, and hiring someone to work on your land requires offering at least $4 as wages, because that is how much they could make by working for themselves. There is still no reason to take more land than you can work. But what happens when all the first grade land is occupied? Here everything changes, even if there's plenty of second grade land available. Second grade land yields a $3 return when worked, and therefore this becomes the new wage for laborers. This means that first settlers can hire workers at $3 and pocket the extra $1 their lot produces. Or they can simply rent out the land for $1 and let others manage the production for them. Second grade land has no ground rent to extract because any laborer can make $3, but prime land now has a $1 ground rent. Any early settler who claimed more land than they could work will now be earning $1 extra from ground rent for each piece of land they own. So what happens as the colony grows beyond second grade land? Now the land values change again. The value of first grade land climbs higher, and second grade land acquires a rental value. Since the worked value of grade 3 land is $2, all laborers will now earn $2 instead of their previous $3 wages. The ground rent on grade 1 land is also $2 now, which means that the unearned ground rent is as much as a laborer's income. The colony keeps growing, pushing wages to the lowest value of land use. How much do landowners and laborers earn now? Laborers now earn $1, and grade 1 landowners earn $3 per lot. Grade 2 landowners earn $2 per lot, and grade 3 landowners earn $1 per lot. The return on land is now much greater than the return on labor, creating a very unequal society. Holding land is rewarded much higher than any productive work. All grade 4 land is now occupied, but workers are unwilling to work for anything less than $1. Therefore wages stay at $1 and expansion stops at grade 5. Notice that early settlers are now able to make multiples more than workers by doing nothing more than renting out their land. So what happens now when no more expansion is possible? Suppose a boat comes down the river with tools and machinery to sell. Anyone can use these tools to make their land more productive by $1. Settlers start expanding into land that could not be worked previously, and wages rise temporarily to $1.5. However, landowners benefit the most as they pocket the increased productivity as rent without doing anything. What happens when all the viable land is occupied? Wages will tend to the minimum $1 again, and all productivity increases are captured by landowners. Notice that even grade 5 land has a ground rent of $0.5, which is half the salary of a laborer. Being a low-level landowner is still better than being a laborer. Production per capita has increased from the technology improvement, but wages have not. Even though society has improved significantly, only the landlords have benefited from the improvements. The only way to change the status quo is when new technology is introduced, which opens up even more marginal land, and the cycle will continue. How does this apply to our modern society? The model explains how productivity per capita has increased 100-fold, but wages have remained the same. The improvements in technology that allow all of us to become more productive is at the end of the day captured only by landowners. This can be seen in all major cities in the world. A good example is engineers in Silicon Valley who earn 6-figure salaries and yet have to live 2 people in a 1-bedroom apartment. If you like the video and want to help solve the problem of rent seeking, then please share the video with others so we can spread the message. This video explained the problem of rent seeking, and many of our other videos explain the solution, so feel free to check out the rest of our catalog.